Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. My name is Louisa and today we have got a 20-minute yoga flow. This flow is all about flexibility, stretching out the hamstrings, leaving you nice and ready for your day ahead. We do not need any props for this practice. We are going to begin lying down in a reclined butterfly pose. So just starting to make your way down. Bring the soles of the feet together, then your knees open and fall to the sides, resting your hands onto your stomach and closing down the eyes. We're just going to take a few moments here, just starting to tune in towards your breath. That nice deep inhale and that softness as you exhale. Not controlling the breath in any way here. Just simply noticing that nice expansion as you breathe in. And that contraction as you breathe back out. And just knowing for the next 20 minutes, you're really taking this time for you. Just know that everything is taken care of. And this is your time, your opportunity to really focus on you. Not worrying about what anyone else is doing, not worrying about any to-do lists. Just being grounded and present in this moment. We'll start by bringing the hands to the outsides of the knees, just to lift your legs back up, hugging your right knee into the chest, and then your left leg extend along on the mat. Pressing your heel towards the mat as you drive your right knee close to the chest. So creating that stretch for your left hip flexor, your right hip. We'll move this into our twists. Left hand to the outside of your right knee, right arm reaches long. And guiding the knee across your body. With the back of the shoulders resting on the mat. Always look over to that right side. Just noticing that stretch with the side of your body. And we'll take a few more breaths here. Using that inhale to lift the knee back up. Hamstring stretch, extending your leg high. You can always have your hand to the back of your calf, the back of your thighs, as long as you're not hugging behind that knee joint. We're working with the breath here, our breath out to draw your leg close. That's alright for the hamstrings to feel a little bit tight if you're practicing in the morning. Just simply go into where feels good for you. Releasing your right leg down, left knee hugs in. Creating that nice stretch. You pull the left knee close, pressing the right leg away. Arms and shoulders stay relaxed. You can always keep the eyes closed here, just to allow you to tune into your body that little bit more. Breathe, fill into our twist. The left arm reaches long. Then guide the knee across. You can always use that hand to create that deeper twist. If you feel that left shoulder is lifted, you've gone that little bit too far. Bringing your knee back to centre. Hamstring stretch. Reach into the back of your leg. You want to keep the head relaxed on the mat. With every exhale, maybe drawing that leg a little bit closer. That's completely normal if there's a bend into the knee. Hugging both knees in. We'll make our way up, so hands to the back of the legs. You can create that nice rock and roll, that movement along your spine. You can rock a few times. And once you get there, crossing the ankles, we'll find our first downward facing dog. Tucking your toes, sending your hips high. We're aiming for that nice triangle shape. You can start to bend the knees here, straightening one leg, bending the other. Noticing that stretch into the back of your body. Driving both heels towards the mat. Right leg lifts. Three-legged dog, we bend the knee, open out the hip. Just creating a few circles with that right ankle. And changing direction. Good, right foot steps forward to the top of the mat between the palms. Back knee lowers, that breath in for our low lunge. Arms lift high, you're bringing the biceps along the ears. That front knee stacked over the ankle. Into our half split, straighten your front leg. Hands lower. You want to try and keep the hips nice and level here. Just walk your hands in a little bit closer. That breath in to lengthen through your spine. And that breath out to fold. 2 more breaths. Inhale to lift. Exhale to lower. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Hands walk forwards into our lunge. Tucking your back toes or move to the sides for our wide-legged folds. Turn your feet to the long edge of your mat. Toes facing in, heels facing out. That breath in will lift up onto the fingertips for our half lift. And that breath out to fold. Hands walk to the centre. That bend into the elbows. Let your head relax towards the mat. We'll take a few bends into the knees here. So just bending into your right knee. And bending into your left knee. And you can take it at your own pace. Not rushing that movement. Creating that stretch for your adductor, the inside of your leg. Meeting back, legs extend. Or slowly roll all the way up to standing. Turning your toes towards the corners of the mat. Inhale, arms lift high, palms meet at the top. Exhale, goddess pose, pressing your knees wide. Hands onto your thighs, or take a shoulder stretch here, right shoulder lowers. We look over to that left shoulder. That breath in, back to centre. Exhale and switch. 2 more here, inhale forward. Exhale and switch. 1 more, inhale. And exhale. Back to to centre. We'll use the feet to lift all the way up. Hands to heart centre. Step into the top of the mat. Mountain pose. We'll take our flow. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, we lower, forward folds. Inhale, half lift, flat back. Exhale, plank pose, stepping back. Option to modify by dropping the knees. That breath out as we lower to the mat. Inhale, leave a baby cobra, or you can press into the hands, lift for your cobra here. Exhale to lower. Downward facing dog, sending your hips back. That nice long spine, so you can take as much bend into the knees as you need to. Other side, left leg lifts. Three-legged dog, we bend the knee, open out the hip. A few circles of your left ankle. Switch in direction. Left foot steps forward to the top of the mat. Back knee lowers. Inhale, arms arise for our low lunge. Maybe tucking in that tailbone that little bit more. And this just creates more stretch through that right thigh. Half split, hands lower. Straighten the front leg. And finding that option, keep onto the fingertips, the palms, pressing your chest towards your leg. You want to keep that gaze forward. Sometimes if you send that gaze down, it can create that round for your shoulders, your back. So if you keep that gaze ahead, just keeps more length through your spine. Lovely, we'll take one more breath here. Hands walk forward, tuck in the back toes, or walk to the side for our wide-legged folds. Heels facing out slightly. Inhale, half lift, we lift up onto the fingertips. Exhale and lower. And this time maybe hands to centre, or this time you can walk your hands through the legs. And the crown of the head lower. In this pose, sometimes we shift that weight towards the heels, but so you can bring it back to the centre, the balls of the feet. This creates more stretch through the back of the legs. Hands walk forwards. We'll roll all the way up to standing. Turning the toes out. Inhale, arms lift. Exhale, goddess pose. Bend in the knees. Torso lifted. Hands to the thighs. And we'll take that shoulder stretch. Right shoulder lowers. Really press in the knees wide here. Inhale to lift. Exhale and switch. Two more, inhale. And exhale. Last one. Lifting back up. We straighten the legs, arms reach high. Hands to heart center. Stepping into your mountain pose to the top of your mat. So we'll take one more flow here. Inhale, reaching high. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, step or jump into your plank pose. Chaturanga, that breath out to lower. Inhale, cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. We'll just hold here for 3 more breaths. Dropping the knees towards the mat, knees wide, big toes together, hips towards the heels. Let your head relax onto the mat. You can either stay here with your arms reaching wide, or you can take that tricep stretch by bringing your elbows close to the side of the heads. Palms together, hands to the back of the neck. Okay, more stretch into the shoulders, the triceps. Releasing your hands if you took that tricep stretch. Hands walk towards the knees. Or find that seated position, that comfortable position that feels good for you. Palms meet, hands to heart center, closing down the eyes. Just bringing your awareness back to your breath, back to your body. And taking this time, just thanking yourself for showing up. Dedicating this time for you and your yoga practice. Thank you for joining me for this video. I hope you enjoyed that flow. Have an amazing rest of your day. Namaste.